Hey, our squad, what's going on? I hope you guys are having a great week. So basically, I'm going to show you how to build your makeup artist kit as well as what's in my makeup artist kit and the bags and trolley I use to carry it around. So let's begin with foundation. I suggest if you want to build your makeup artist kit, you start with the cheapest of foundations first. Or if you do have the budget for it, you can go right ahead and buy like Lancome or MAC or anything like that. However, when I first started, I started with the Maybelline Fit Me. And basically, I started just picking colors that were for my clients that I usually do. Then I move on to concealer. So concealer, I use the LA Girl Pro Concealer, which obviously is one of the cheapest but best concealers that are out there, especially for a beginner. I still use these and I have different shades in them. I mostly do makeup for brown women, hence the shade range. However, I do have some other clients also, so I always keep the lighter shades too. Now moving on to powder, these are a couple of nice drugstore powders that you can definitely add to your kit. I use Maybelline and the Black Opal powder, and I've noticed those really work well. You could also use Laura Mercier, but loose powder is definitely important, especially when setting your under eye and you really want it to stay. The bag that I am using to put all my makeup in is from Songmix. I'm going to leave their links down below, but this bag is so nice because I'm able to just put all my stuff in compartments, and these little compartments you can actually move them around. However, I like how it is right now because I can just slot my powders in there. Now with stick foundations, I have the Anastasia Beverly Hills stick foundations. However, you can also use the Black Opal stick foundations because they are in a cheaper range, and mainly I use my stick foundations for people who have no blemishes, flawless skin. Those are who I mainly use my stick foundations for. I suggest that you get a nice shade range in your products. Make sure that you have your foundations, you have your powders. I have all my MAC powders right there, and this is just my makeup case that I take to appointments, so this is not reflective of how much makeup I have for real. But so I have my mascaras, and I just put it in there. I'm also going to give you guys a checklist just so you know what to buy. So I'm going to put the checklist on ronkeraji.com. And this checklist is going to tell you what to buy and help you in kind of building your kit, especially if you're a new makeup artist and you're just trying to start out. I have my bronzers, I have my highlighters, I also have my primers in here. This case is mainly where I put all the face stuff, the bases. So I have my primers, I have my Smashbox, I also have my Bronze Color and my MAC Strobe Cream. I put all my lip liners on the top of the bag, which is really cool that you can do this. This bag is actually not that expensive. I think it retails for about $50, which is really good. If you got 2 of these, you will be set. I have my Petri dish, which I use to squirt my foundations on. If you don't have a Petri dish, you can definitely shop online. There is a lot of them, but you definitely need this because you don't want to be unprofessional and put it on your hand, which I still do. That's me. You obviously need your sprays and your moisturizer, and the moisturizer I usually use for most of my clients is the Pond's moisturizer, so I have that in there too. It's a really professional looking case. I really like it because it looks really nice, and you basically just zip it up. It actually has a little space on top where you can keep like any things you want, and you can actually convert it into a backpack, hence why there are those 3 holes that you see right there. And it's very portable. Just ignore that little bleach stain. I actually need to clean it off, but yeah, I really like this. The second thing I also got from Songmix, as I said, I'm gonna leave their link down below, is this trolley. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie, when they reached out to me, I was so excited because I was like, yo, I need a better way to take my makeup places, especially for appointments, because I like to look very professional when I go for an appointment. This, however, is retailing for about $300. It opens like this, just like a regular makeup case, and all my lipsticks are on the top. And what I love about it is actually convertible. So basically the top opens up, and when it opens up there is a smaller box down below. So this can be a makeup case on itself, and you don't have to take the whole thing. I only take the whole thing when I'm doing several people's makeup because I want to make sure I have all the lip shades and for them to have options. So when this little thing comes out, you guys, this case is like life. And here I put all my palettes. As a new makeup artist, palettes are going to be your best friend. Whether eyeshadow palettes, whether concealer palettes, they're going to be your best friend, because building palettes is really going to help you keep a nice shade range. This is my ugly concealer palette that I really need to clean. But this is how makeup is. I'm not particularly neat with my makeup. I need to be, but hey, we're all trying here. We're all trying now. So palettes are going to be your best friend. And in here, you can see it's kind of deep. I have a lipstick bag, and this lipstick bag is where I put my lipsticks, because I like to take the bottom of the case instead of taking the lipsticks, the top part of the lipstick case, because it's heavier. However, when I'm going to like maybe doing one person, I put like a nice shade range of lipsticks. I also have my brush belt. The brush belt is very important. There's some cheap brush belts you can get from Morphe, and there's some you can get from Amazon. I usually like to keep everything black just because it doesn't stain as easily. So yeah, I'm just going to show you guys a couple of products. Like this is the Black Radiance blush, and this blush palette that I got from Coastal Scents. Coastal Scents is going to be your best friend. Coastal Scents and BH Cosmetics, I feel like, are the two brands that I really started off with when I first started building my makeup artist kit. And here again, this is the concealer palette from BH, and now they have highlighter palettes, which is really cool. And these highlighter palettes are really soft, and I can actually compare them to the Anastasia highlight palette. So this is a Coastal Scents palette. It's the Fairy Fuchsia palette, and again, these palettes are going to become your best friend if you want to build your kit. Palettes are always very key. Also, e.l.f. is a great brand to start off with when you're starting off, especially when you don't want to go into the expensive range. And of course, L'Oreal True Match, which is like everything. These are the couple of products that I started off with. You guys can start off anyhow you like, depending on your budget. I know there's some makeup artists out there that have a high budget, and there's some that don't. So I'm just trying to help the ones that don't have that much of a high budget. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Ask me any other questions down below about building your kit. I really want to help you guys with this. I know that as a makeup artist, it took me a while to kind of build my kit, and I didn't know where to start. And I would actually ask other makeup artists and figure out where to start. But slowly over time, it took me a couple of years. However, over time, I kind of built my kit to where it was, or where it is today. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and have a great day. I love you. Bye.